Welcome back to Field 2, the final game of our triple header. Here to kick off the FGCL summer season here in 2026. Glad that you're with us. I'm Gray Robertson. We've got producer and official scorer Reagan up here to my right. We got the book cooking, and we got the Summer League debuts for two teams, two organizations, the Longboat Key Snowbirds and the Sarasota Bay Swashbucklers. So lots of water involved and invoked, and we'll see who can get the first win ever for their organization in the history of the league. The Swashbucklers are the away team. So let me switch that on your scorebug if you're watching at home. Snowbirds are the home team. Here is the starting lineup for the Swashbucklers, coached by Arkansas recent graduate Kaylee Wyckoff. Swashbucklers have Eden Frederick, the second baseman, leading off. Garrett Griggs, the shortstop, batting second. Kylie Savant catching, batting third. Madison Hoffman's in right, hitting fourth. Madeline Willard, the third baseman, bats fifth. Rusty Riley, maybe the best name in the league, DP, batting sixth. Shelby Taylor, the center fielder, will bat seventh. Olivia Table, the left fielder, bats eighth. And Jada Wade, the first baseman, will bat ninth, and they will face in the circle, getting the first ever start in Snowbirds history, a teammate of producer Reagan, the lefty sophomore from Louisiana Tech, Riley Shull, Hamlin, West Virginia native. This past year didn't get a ton of work with Louisiana Tech. 4 innings, 7 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, 9 walks, and 5 Ks, but a pretty good pitching coach through high school, the great Lauren Hager from Florida. It'll be a lot of fun to watch her. Don't have a ton of lefties in the league this year either, so get to see how she does as her summer gets underway. Defensive alignment for the Snowbirds looks like this. Hunter's in left. Alice DeWaters is in center. Mansfield in right. Over at third is Lily Janesco. At short, Reese Green. Second base, Gracie Ciccarello. First base, Kaya Cortez. And behind the dish is Abby DeWaters, who will be catching the balls and strikes for Riley Shull. Eden Frederick will start things off for the Swashbucklers. And here's the first pitch. That one misses low. 1-0 to Frederick, who's in the portal. Looking for a new home after spending the year with Furman, freshman last year from Lewes, Delaware. She hit .309, 25 of 81, 5 RBIs, a triple, a double, and 18 runs. 2-0. As always, if you want to say hi to me or producer Reagan, you can tweet me at Gray, Gray_Robertson, Gray_Robertson on X. DM's open as well, I think. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. 2-0 to Frederick. Pulled the string, but having a little trouble keeping it up. 3-0. Wind is blowing in-ish. Pretty sticky day here at Palmasola. 3-0 green light. Rolled to first. There's the tag. 1 down. And in steps Garrett Griggs from the University of Alabama. Freshman last year out of Phoenix City Central High School. Pretty versatile player who can slap, bunt, and hit away. Hit 162 this past season with a couple RBIs, 12 runs, really good speed as well, and can play infield and outfield. So it'll be fun to see where the Swashbucklers put her this summer. She can kind of go anywhere besides pitching and catching, I'm pretty sure. Although Griggs family, if you're watching, you can correct me. Maybe Garrett has pitched and caught. off the end of the bat over to short. The throw to first is in time, and that's another ground out. 2 gone. Two away for Kylie Savant. Houston Cougar. Out of Livingston, Louisiana. Savant this past year, 1 for 3 with a 500 OBP as a freshman. Was a highly regarded prospect coming out of high school, coming here to get a little more action, a couple more ABs. Get ready for a sophomore campaign. And a 4-pitch walk. 2-out base runner for the Swashbucklers. Our head coach over in the third base coaching box, Kaylee Wyckoff, just finished her playing career at Arkansas, started at Texas Tech. The rare transfer out of Texas Tech. Went on to really become a clutch hitter for Courtney Deifel. Ball 1 to Madison Hoffman. Oklahoma State Cowgirl, one of the many Cowgirls here. Redshirt freshman last year, who's a pitcher, getting to swing away. Just like she did this past year for Kenny Gajewski. She hit .405 in 2026 with 12 RBIs, 4 homers, a triple, 3 doubles, and a .511 on-base percentage. Another strike, 2-2. Just outside. I like the spot by Shull. Hoffman pops this up, and it will be not caught. And the runner keeps on going. Hoffman tries for third. She is out there. But a run in for the Swashbucklers as the effort play out in center field by DeWaters comes up just a bit empty. And unfortunately, the chaos kind of allowed for Savant, who was trucking, to come around to score, and Hoffman to take second and then inevitably be thrown out at third. 1 inning down, Swashbucklers score their first run in FGCL history, and now they'll come out in the field on the other side. We go to the bottom of the first, and the first ups for the Snowbirds. Here's the starting lineup for Jersey New Teal and her squad. Bayla Mansfield, the right fielder, will lead off. Lily Janesco, the third baseman, bats second. Batting third is Alice DeWaters, the center fielder. Kaya Cortez first, hits cleanup. Abby DeWaters, the catcher's in the 5 spot. Jada Holt, DP, bats sixth. Madison Hunters in left, hitting seventh. Gracie Ciccarello, the second baseman, bats eighth. And batting ninth is Reese Green, the shortstop. Mansfield will step in against Kate Dolly, BYU Cougar. Strike one. Dolly, the junior last year, righty from Tremonton, Utah, did not play in 2026 after suffering an injury. She said, "This is comeback season time. Coming here to get some work." Mansfield over to second. The flip is in time. One down. In 2025, Dolly had a really good year. 2.60 ERA at BYU, 91 and 2/3 innings, 93 hits, 43 runs, 34 earned, 42 walks, 86 Ks. And one away for Lily Janesco. Janesco, the Western Michigan product, takes strike one. Sophomore last season, who was a 208 hitter with 4 RBIs and 4 runs, 309 OBP. McKenna, Illinois native, who looked up to Michaela Edenfield and my good friend Allie Shipman whilst growing up. I wonder how Allie would feel saying somebody looked up to her while growing up. Besides appreciating it, of course. Janesco out towards center, and the wind will kill it. 2 down. Defensive alignment for the Swashbucklers is this. That was a catch by Taylor in center. She's flanked out in left by Tybal, and in right by Hoffman. Infield of Willard at third, Griggs at short, Frederick at second, Wade at first, and Savant behind the plate. Here's Alice DeWaters. Ball one to the portaling former USF Bull. Redshirt freshman last year from Hobe Sound, Florida. Was 0 for 2 in 2026. Redshirted in 25. Dolly on the same page. The 2-0 now. Called strike, 2-1. Already, I love that Dolly's not afraid. Into lefties, into righties. I mean, at this level, she's a Big 12 pitcher. You've got to be able to go into both sides. And she's attacking the edges. We've seen a little change. Let's see if one pops out here. 2-2. Oh, she went with it. And that's a foul ball. Mighty close. Wade, maybe a half step up, probably makes that play in fairground. New life for Alice DeWaters. Ooh, look out. Kaya Cortez had to duck for cover. Ollie having to work against the Waters. The payoff to the three-hitter is foul. Lifted towards center field. The wind's going to keep it up. And Taylor races in to make the grab. Nice job by Kate Dolly. First time really getting some action in a while. And she goes 1-2-3. After 1-0. Swashbucklers here on field 2. Five, 6, 7 set to face off with Riley Shull here for the Swashbucklers. They have a 1-0 lead after the RBI double by Hoffman. And Madeline Willard freshman last year for Arkansas Monticello out of Salina, Texas. We've seen the winning team on this field in both games reach 12 runs. 12-2, 12-4, your final scores on field 2. I'm all right with something a little more chill, I'm going to be honest. That's a good pitch by Shull. Two one. That was a little dirty. 2-2. What's interesting about Shull is her drop's got really good movement. It's, I think, kind of where it's starting that's been a problem, but it falls off the table really hard. She probably needs to hold on to it, maybe like 0.2 of a second longer. That one, I think, slipped. Full count. I feel like it's a good sign on my analysis that Shull's teammate next to me is nodding. That's dirty. Shull starting to find it. First strikeout of the day, one away. Which brings up Boise State's Rusty Riley. Henderson, Nevada native, freshman last year. Had 4 RBIs, hit 143, 250 OBP for the Broncos, who are on the prowl, by the way, for a new coach. See who they hire after Coach Schultz took the Arkansas assistant job. Also, Rusty, the first new player to follow me on Instagram, so shout out to her. They all do eventually, but she was the first. And she's got the first hit of the inning. Second hit of the day for the Swashbucklers. Did a good job kind of waiting on that one. And Riley's aboard for the portaling Shelby Taylor. Out of Houston. Also from Livingston, Louisiana. I'm going to take a wild guess that she and Kylie Savant were high school teammates. Both from Doyle High School. Taylor takes it outside, ball 1. This past year, Shelby Taylor had a great season. 17 of 49, 347 average, 3 RBIs, 2 doubles, 11 runs, 385 OBP. That's looped to center, and that'll get down. That's a really nice kind of inside-out slap by Taylor. 2 on, 1 out. Opportunity for Olivia Tybel. Formerly of Stetson in the portal from Coral Springs, Florida. 3 of 9 this past year for the Hatters. An opportunity with 2 on and 1 out. Uh-oh. Everybody's safe. So really good block by DeWaters, and then I think she was watching the runner at second. Didn't see how far off Taylor was at first. But no harm, no foul. Early analysis of this Swashbucklers team. Again, as we kind of learned about all the players on this first day, a lot of speed, and if they can get bunts down on this field where it dies, what a nightmare for defenses this summer. I mean, this is going to be trouble. Over to third. The throw to first is not in time. They're loaded. Back-to-back-to-back singles. Nothing particularly hit super hard, but they're in the right spot. And here we go. The 10-hitter, Jada Wade, the first baseman, out of Towson. Redshirt sophomore from Westchester, Pennsylvania this past year. Hit 194 with 4 RBIs. I mean, it was like a solid play by Janesco at third. She did just about everything you can, but just too much speed. Wade, not slapping. Instead, it's all the way to the fence. This will bring in at least 2. The throw to third isn't in time. It's a 2 RBI double for the 9-hitter, Jada Wade. 3-0 Swashbucklers. Jada Wade getting the big hit, the most solid contact outside of Hoffman's double that we've seen in this game. Second and third, 1 out, and back to the top of the order with Eden Frederick, who grounded out in the first inning. Good block by DeWaters. This inning started with a really nice strikeout. But since then, single, 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 double. A lot of it's just been placement, too, by the Swashbucklers. Tybal on third, Wade on second. 2-1 to Frederick. Went after it, 2-2. I would imagine, we talked about if you get bunts down, I would imagine Scholl is near impossible to get a bunt down on because of how hard that drop is going. Unless she elevates it. Payoff from Scholl to Frederick. That was elevated, and that'll drop in center field. Tybal comes in to score. Wade races for home as well. No throw. It's a 2 RBI single. 5-0 here in the second. The passing of the baton. 5 straight hits, setting the table for Griggs, who grounded out in the first. Runner goes. The throw was a little late. Stolen base for Frederick. There's the speed. Called strike, outer half. Toe or two in the river, but again, I'm down. Make him swing it. Boy, DeWaters is working hard back there, blocking up some of these that have skipped in. Slow roller to second base. It'll be productive as Frederick goes to third, 2 down. An opportunity for Savant, who walked and scored in the first. Oh, crushed out to left field. Savant off the top of the fence. She'll leg out an RBI double. 6-0 as she got all of that elevation. And the Swashbucklers have firmly exploded here in the second inning. 5 have crossed. And the first run of the day came courtesy of an RBI double by this young lady, Madison Hoffman. 6 hits in the inning. 7 in the game for the Swashbucklers. Ooh, that was the one. Took it. 1-1. Ball 4. So a walk puts 2 on with 2 outs, and I think we're going to see a pitching change for the Snowbirds. Swashbucklers have batted around, and we'll see Madeline Willard take on a new arm for the Snowbirds. I'll tell you who it is in just a moment. 6-0, 2 on, 2 out here in the second. New pitcher in the ball game for the Snowbirds with 2 on and 2 outs is the Penn State hurler Madison. Beg your pardon, that's wrong. Mackenzie Duncan. Freshman last year for the Nittany Lions, who threw 55 innings for Penn State. 3.95 ERA, 53 hits, 35 runs, 31 earned, 27 walks, 73 Ks. A 7-1 record for the Winter Green Florida native. Winter Garden Florida native. If I learned how to read, that would be helpful. Comes in for Riley Scholl. We'll give you her numbers in a moment as Madeline Willard takes ball 1. Willard struck out to start this inning. That was the lone K for Scholl, who went an inning and 2/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 walks, and that 1 strikeout, responsible for the 2 aboard, Savant and Hoffman. One from Duncan. 2-1. Throughout the summer, we'll dig more and more into the fact sheet, so that's why you got to keep coming back, because a lot of them filled them out quite thoroughly, including Mackenzie Duncan. Look at Willard out towards center field, but the wind again kills another ball, and DeWaters is able to make the grab. Big inning for the Swashbucklers. They put up a 5 spot. Leave 2 on, and we go to the home half. Snowbirds offense will look to get in on the party when we come back. Bottom of the second, Snowbirds looking to get on the board. They need a little something down 6-0, but they got to figure out Kate Dolly. Kaya Cortez just sent that to space, but foul. 0-1. 4-5-6, Cortez, Abby DeWaters, and Jada Holt. And the Notre Dame Fighting Irish hitter sporting that very sparkly batting helmet. Sophomore last year for the Irish out of Tampa. Hit .288 in 2026 with 12 RBIs, a homer, 6 doubles, and 9 runs scored.
No, it's like a big black box.
Okay. 1-1. Dirty. Cortez well out in front, and let's be on car watch. Looks like everyone's fine. Cortez, fair ball down the left field line. She'll leg it out for 2. Leadoff double for the Snowbirds here in the second. That was right on the chalk. That's a nice job by Cortez sticking around in that AB and going with that pitch. Now the opportunity to get on the board is very much present for Abby DeWaters, who's been doing everything she can behind the plate. Freshman last year for South Florida in the portal. Hit 205 for the Bulls with a couple RBIs, a double, 298 OBP. Ooh, wow, Cortez has an oven mitt. I haven't seen many of those today. Two. Ooh. A little low. I like she came inside. Full count. Payoff is hit foul. Watch out, people walking. Awareness. Another 3-2, and that is a really good job by DeWaters drawing the walk. Cortez on the wild pitch will take third. They're on the corners, but nobody out for the Snowbirds, who are very much not out of this game because it's the second inning. Now timeout called by the Swashbucklers, having a word with Dolly. Moment is now for Jada Holt, portaling from Radford, Woodbridge, Virginia native, sophomore last year. See if DeWaters goes in motion. That was the plan. The throw to second will be late. Cortez stayed at third, and all of that was very well executed. Steal for Abby DeWaters. Two in scoring position, nobody out. A 1-0 count for Jada Holt as the Snowbirds try and get back in it. That gets all the way back to the backstop. Cortez will slide in, and the wild pitch gets the home team their first run of the summer and in franchise history. And a 2-0 count on Holt. All of a sudden, Dolly, after really mowing through the first inning, is bumped into a little trouble here in the second. This is the back half of the order. Another one. DeWaters will score. Couple runs in and a 3-0 count on Holt. Another wild pitch. And a lot of these are arm side misses low, which tells you it's a timing issue. That's just a little out of sync, Dolly, is these last few pitches. I think right now just looking for a strike to get the good vibes back. The 3-0 to Holt. Didn't get it. 4-pitch walk. Madison Hunter. Try and keep it going. There's still nobody out. Hunter out of Lubbock Christian, where she's currently portaling, or at least looking for a new home, I should phrase it. This past year was 2 for 19 with a 190 OBP. Texas native. Another one that gets away. Wild pitch sends Holt to second base. And it seemed like it was the payoff pitch to DeWaters, and kind of since then, Dolly just has had trouble getting her timing back. Gotta hurry. Another one. Now, again, Dolly's going to get a little grace from me, and I would hope a lot of the viewers at home. She missed last year with an injury. This is the comeback season. She's not going to just show up and start shoving immediately. There is a little bit of growing pain, I'm sure, as she gets back into her rhythm. And there's a strike. And that might just be the thing that sparks her back. Ball 4. Third consecutive walk. Tying runs in the on-deck circle here in the second. And Gracie Ciccarello is at the plate. First pitch strike. Ciccarello currently looking for a new home, previously of Eckerd, where she last year hit .257 as a junior, 19 RBIs, 7 doubles. Wants to coach college softball when she's done playing. And hello, K. Dolly, 2 straight strikes. That's laced out to left, and that'll get down. Holt holds, bases loaded. Ciccarello just kind of snuck it by everybody. And here comes Reese Green representing the tying run with, again, nobody out. 6-2, bottom 2. Reese Green in the portal from North Florida. Started a career at Troy. Ball 1. Got a piece, 1-2. We are nearing an hour on the air as we sit here in the bottom of the second with nobody out. There are other things on this field later today. And this has to be, well, I'll ask producer Reagan. Pitch count for Dolly? 42. Reckon 30 of them are in this inning. It's been just a, real struggle to gather that control back. Just looking for an out. Bases loaded for the 9-hole rescreen. Top of the order looming. And a called strike 3. Nice job by Dolly. 1 down. Back to the top with Vela Mansfield, who grounded out earlier. She did it on the second pitch. We barely had time to talk about her. Currently looking for a new home from College of Central Florida. She was a sea cow last year. This year she's a snowbird. As we go with nicknames for animals or people. Mansfield this past year hit 134, 198 OBP for CCF. Quickly down 0-2. One and two. Oh, the runner will try and steal home, and it works. Obstruction called. Holt was safe anyway. Both runners move up. And just a straight-up swiped run from Holt. Mansfield fouls that straight back. It's 6-3. Tying run still at the plate. Dolly looking for out number 2. Just high. Called strike 3. Dolly paints the outer half. She struck out the last 2 batters. And up comes Janesco. She flew out to center field back in the first inning. That was with nobody on this time. 2 in scoring position, 2 outs. Her team down 3 here in the second. A lot going on. That gets away. Racing for home. Play at the plate, not in time. And Madison Hunter scores on another wild pitch to make it 6-4. And Ciccarello took third. It's a 2-0 count for Janesco. So, green light time. Beautiful pitch, 2-1. Two. And a swing and a miss. The throw down to first will wrap it up. Dolly strikes out the last 3 batters she faces, but 4 runs cross for the Snowbirds. And we're finally heading to the third. What a second inning. 9 total runs. Let's see if the Swashbucklers have a response on the other side. All right, well, it's been a minute since the Swashbucklers got to hit. I bet they're pretty excited. 6, 7, 8, Riley, Taylor, and Tybal facing Mackenzie Duncan. Up for her first full inning of relief. Came on to get the final out of a second. How about that? First pitch strike to Rusty Riley, who singled and scored in the second inning. Started the whole shebang for the Swashbucklers. Duncan throwing with some pretty good heat. Ooh, 2-1. Full count on Riley. Rusty Riley out of Boise State. Against Mackenzie Duncan from Penn State. And it's a leadoff walk. And that's just good work by Riley. I mean, there was one kind of non-competitive miss, and that was to get to 3-2, but all the others were pretty nibbly, and Riley wasn't biting at all. Now Shelby Taylor singled and scored in the second. Two and one. Little out, another full count. That has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like maybe our 9th or 10th already in this game. Maybe 10. Got her. I love the fire from Duncan. Strikeout right after the walk. Olivia Tybel cuts and misses. She singled and scored in the second. Swashbucklers trying to generate, but 0-2 on Tybel. Out of Coral Springs, Florida. Looked up to Aaliyah Andrews growing up. Ooh. Her dad is an owner of an AC company. Can we call him for this press box? Mr. Tybel, if you're there. We would love AC right now. Loves pickleball too. Olivia, you're on. I'll play anyone. Not today, though. That's outside. Little out. That's the right call. 2-2. We've seen a little river given, but that was other batter's box. That's the other side of an aisle. Same spot, same result, full count. Again, third of the inning. There's ball 4. 2 on, 1 out. Let's clear the count. Jada Wade. Jada Wade had the 2 RBI double. She came around to score in the second. Foul ball. That's a good pitch. Man, I really like Duncan's stuff. And honestly, a lot of the misses, this is just good plate discipline by the Swashbucklers. They've been taking some close pitches and not chasing. But Duncan's ball is moving. She's hitting her spots for the most part. That's a little out. 2-2. It's not quite the pitch I was talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a full count. Jada Wade. Payoff. Ball 4. They are loaded for the Swashbucklers. Yet again, it's the bottom of the order. How about this? 6 through 9 in the Swashbuckler lineup is 4 for 5 with presently 4 runs scored and 3 walks. Okay. We have a pinch hitter already. I believe that is Zaylee Packett. Packett out of Cleveland Community College, currently looking for a new home. Packett, a freshman last year from Forest City, North Carolina. She hit .513 a season ago for Cleveland Community College with 47 RBIs. 5 homers, 4 triples, 17 doubles. And good speed, too. 10 stolen bases. In with him juiced. On the ground to second. The only play is to first. There is out number 2, and there's a run for the Swashbucklers on the RBI ground out.
12 for 5.
Kate English will hit for Garrett Griggs. Here in a 2 spot. First pitch ball to English. 7-4 Swashbucklers. There's a strike. English has portaled from App State to Reinhardt. Freshman last year out of Ball Ground, Georgia. For App State was 1 for 1 with a 1,000 OBP. That is called effectiveness. Right in on the hands. Bumped foul, 2-2. Got her. Duncan gets a pair of strikeouts. Only 1 run for the Swashbucklers, which is quite frankly pretty chill for how this game has gone. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Snowbirds, what do you have out when we return? An error starts the inning. We're figuring out defensive subs, so we'll let you know right now that Alistair Waters has reached. Kai Cortez is about to hit. And give us just 2 seconds to make sure all the subs are aligned. All right, guys, not to jinx it, I think we got it. And we're going to update the score bug for you. A lot of defensive moving parts. As that's a line drive out to right field. Abby DeWaters drives in Alice DeWaters. And how about that? The Snowbirds instantly, for the most part, respond right back. It's a 2-run game yet again on the RBI single by Abby DeWaters. Alice DeWaters reached on an error, stole a base. Cortez with the ground out that moved the runner. And then Abby DeWaters stands on first for Jada Holt. Jada Holt walked and scored in the second, stole home. By the way, there is also a new pitcher in the ballgame for the Swashbucklers, and that would be the Florida Gator, Allison Sparkman. Started career at FGCU. She was all A-Sun a couple times. This past year for Florida, 2.39 ERA, 14 2/3 innings, 20 hits, 10 runs, 5 earned, 13 walks, and 8 strikeouts. Runner goes. The throw is beautiful, but a little high. And just a hair late. Both DeWaters have a steal here in the inning. By the way, that changeup was on the dirty side, but a little high too. Holt skies this to center. Settle for Shelby Taylor. Here are those defensive subs for the Swashbucklers that we were scurrying to put in. Packett has stayed in, she's at second. English has stayed in, she's at short. Lyndon Cole is now in at third base. Belvarady is over at first. And here's Madison Hunter, who walked and scored in the second. Dolly, by the way, 2 innings, 2 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 3 walks, and 3 Ks. One and one. This has been quite the game. I mean, really no other way to say it. Like 8 million things have happened all at once. Bunted foul, 1-2. Sparkman trying to get out of it. Hard slap. Nice pick. The throw is away. Another run comes in. That's really tough for English at short because she made a great play to have a look at it, and I think a good throw gets her. That's why it's an E6, but one-run game. And here is Ciccarello, who singled in the second. Ciccarello's jammed, and rushing in is English. Side retired, but a couple more runs in for the Snowbirds. Through 3, it's a one-run game, 7-6 Swashbucklers. What else will happen? Well, let's find out. Well, the subs are flying hot and heavy. We're in the fourth. 7-6 Swashbucklers. Duncan still hurling in the circle. 3-4-5. Savant, Hoffman, and Lyndon Cole due up. A couple changes for the Snowbirds. Reagan Wheatley's now at first base. Gracie Anderson's behind the plate. Kaya Booker now in center with Alice DeWater as the DP. It's off the end of the bat. And moving over from short is Green, one down. Which brings up Madison Hoffman. RBI double in the first, a walk in the second. the Swashbucklers. 7 runs on 7 hits. They will have 4 aboard and had 2 errors. Snowbirds, 6 runs on 3 hits. Going outside on Hoffman, 2 and out. Beautiful bunt. Wheatley had to eat it. Hoffman has an RBI double and now a bunt single. 1 out base runner for the Swashbucklers here in the 4th. Setting up Lyndon Cole, who gets her first AB of the summer. Lyndon Cole from Arkansas Rich Mountain. 0-1. This past year, listen to these numbers. For Arkansas Rich Mountain as a sophomore, a .424 average with 62 RBIs, 15 home runs, 2 triples, and 14 doubles. Not bad. But down 0-2. She also said one of her players that she loves to watch, she listed 3, Jordan Woolery, Bree Ellis, and my good friend Lex Papillo, who will be playing later today on this field for the Vibe. Nice comeback from Duncan. Cole goes down swinging on 3 pitches. And now to the part of a lineup that's done a lot of the harm. Rusty Riley, a single, a walk, and a pair of runs here in this game. Duncan is starting to settle in a little bit more. And that velocity has been impressive. Change up in the dirt, and Hoffman was taken off. We'll give her a steal. She was running with the pitch. I think she picked that change up and went specifically on it. Ooh, look out. Right into the stands. Everybody's fine. Popped up. This is... Oh, it's caught! What a job by Anderson, sticking with it and putting a 0 on the board for the Swashbucklers. 1 hit, that's it. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Snowbirds down a run. Bottom of the fourth, Snowbirds down a run. They trailed 6-0 at one point. And Sparkman gets a swing and a miss to start off. 9-1-2. Green, Mansfield, Janesco. Glad that you're hanging out with us as we hit minute 90. And quickly 0-2. Green struck out looking in the second. We would definitely like to hear from you. At Gray_Robertson on the X. We will shout you out. Join the conversation that producer Reagan and I have been having between innings. Nice stop at third. The throw is a little low. Great pick. Verity did a great job getting down and scooping it. Those have not been plays that many have made here today as these infielders get used to this track and get used to each other. Back to the top of the order with Mansfield is 0-2. Ground out and a strikeout looking. Sparkman skips that one in. 2-0. Ball four. So 1-out walk has the tying run aboard for the Snowbirds here in the bottom of the fourth. Willie Janesco is 0-2, a fly out and a strikeout. Just out of somewhat morbid curiosity, I'm going to do a little scoreboard update and see what is going on over on the other field. One and one. They are in the bottom of the sixth. Skeeters lead the Queens 3-2. Look out, cars. That's foul. I think it got some of the tree, which helped soften the blow. Sparkman's 1-2 is high. To first, there's one, and the throw to second won't come. That's only out number two. We just got a tagger. That's the end of the inning. Looks like Mansfield thought that was out number three, and instead she's out number three, and we go to the fifth. 7-6 Swashbucklers. A little confusion on the base pads. One-run ball game after 4. Top of the 5th for the Swashbucklers. Bottom of the order, Taylor, Tybal, and Verady. Taylor is 1 for 2, a single, a strikeout, and a run. Mackenzie Duncan has come in and kind of calmed things. Taylor comes up empty on the bunt attempt, 0-1. That scoots all the way back, 1-2. Duncan came on in the second, got the final out. Since then, she's given up 1 hit, 1 run that was earned. She has walked 3, she struck out 3. Penn State Nittany Lion. Taylor sends this way up in the air to left. Scooting in to make the grab is Hunter. First pitch strike to Tybal. Tybal is 1 for 1. Single and a run in the second, walk in the third. Here she is in the 5th. Just fought that one off foul, 0-2. And a strikeout. Look at Duncan. Really starting to cook now. 2 gone. And Belle Verady gets her first shot at this wacky wild game here in the 5th. Portaling from App State. Strike 1. Brady out of Greensboro, North Carolina, sophomore last year for the Mountaineers, looking for a new home this season. Oh dear. Popped up. Duncan says, I want it. Duncan's got it. And what do my eyes see here on field 2? A 1-2-3 inning. Who would have thunk it? Paul Rudd edition. We go to the home half. Swashbucklers still have a lead at 7-6. Snowbirds will try and claw back and even this up.
No.
Bottom of the fifth, Snowbirds down a run. DeWaters, Wheatley, DeWaters here in the fifth. Alice, Reagan, and I lied. It's actually Gracie Anderson because she replaced Abby DeWaters earlier. Alice DeWaters is still in the game, and she's 0 for 2. Fly out and a reach on error. Also scored a run in the third. Over to third. Good throw. That was nicely done. Well gloved by Cole. 1 down. And here is Reagan Wheatley back in the FGCL after a pretty good year at Tallahassee State. Started her career at Norfolk State. First AB of this game. Wheatley for Tallahassee State hit 290 this past year, 23 RBIs, 5 homers. Last summer, she was on the Sea Cows, had 8 RBIs, couple homers. Home run would tie this. And that changeup has not gotten the love Sparkman's been hoping for. Two down. Now an opportunity for Gracie Anderson, who replaced Abby DeWaters earlier. Anderson out of Green Bay. Freshman last year, who was first team All-Horizon League. Man, what an option to have come in as a replacement. Not getting the start today. She will throughout the summer. And she's got a base hit. 2-out single. Tying run aboard here in the fifth. And up comes Kaya Booker, who replaced Holt. Booker out of Oklahoma State. Another cowgirl. Ball 1 to the Alpharetta, Georgia native. Started a career at Georgia Tech, where she redshirted, and then this past year for Oklahoma State did a lot of pinch running, was 1 for 9 at the plate with 16 runs scored. Good pitch. You kind of feel a little energy getting back on this field. We hit a lull, even though a lot of runs were scoring, where the game was just a little bit of a slog, but now you kind of feel the intensity ramping back up. That's a great pitch, 1-2. I think it starts with Duncan and Sparkman kind of coming in and settling things down, throwing strikes. And making the hitters earn it. Foul ball. Anderson's over at first base. Sparkman trying to keep her there. The 1-2. Booker through the left side. Back-to-back singles. Tying run is in scoring position for Madison Hunter. And that's just a really good job fighting off a couple pitches, finding the weak spot in the defense. A lot of these hits today, really, a lot of it's just been about finding a little room. Couple things barrel, but not a ton. Madison Hunter walked and scored in the second, reached on an error in the third. Sparkman doing a little shaking off. That changeup has just floated a hair high a couple times. Three and one. Called strike, full count, runner goes. Oh boy. That is a slow steal for Anderson. In the stats, it's a stolen base, but she thought that was ball 4. And that's why she went. Payoff. Hunter stays alive. The tying run is at third after what could have been a mental error turned out to be a nice little old delayed steal. Missed. Ball 4. They are juiced. All this with 2 outs. And Sparkman's got a problem solve against Gracie Ciccarello, who's 1 for 2, a single and a pop out. Accept. Check that. Forget I even said accept. Ciccarello again, trying to cash in with the bases loaded. 0-1 count. Third game of the day here on field 2. It has by far been the most bizarre, I would say. Oh, goodness. Bunted right into Rusty Riley's face mask. Also, good to know Rusty Riley is now catching. Sparkman's 0-2 is foul. Ciccarello thought she had given the Snowbirds the lead. That would have done the job. With them loaded. Great block by Riley. Saved a run. Gracie Ciccarello. 1-2. Called strike 3. Sparkman gets out of a jam. All the drama with 2 outs and a backwards K ends the frame. We're through 5. Swashbucklers still up by a run. 2 innings to go, and I'm sure a couple more twists and turns on the way. All right, we've played 5. There is a phrase that the kids use nowadays where they describe things as giving. I'm going to be honest, this game is giving. Now, what is it giving? I don't know. A little back pain, little nonsense, errors, stealings of home, walks, 1, 2, 3 innings. But when you boil it down through 5, it's a 7-6 ball game. Up in the air completely. And the top of the order is due up for the Swashbucklers. Mackenzie Duncan has been fantastic in relief. I mean, really, this game could have totally derailed. She came in and clogged the bathtub just a bit. But a 2-0 count on Puckett. It's Puckett, English, and Savant scheduled here in the 6th. Puckett earlier had an RBI ground out, 0 for 1 on the day. That was the last time the Swashbucklers scored in the 3rd inning. That's a strike, 2-2. Payoff is grounded to 3rd. Oh, no. Just a funky hop. Janesco couldn't quite figure it out. I thought for a minute that might have hit off her foot, but it's an E5 that puts the leadoff aboard here in the 6th. Now let's see what Kate English can do. She struck out in the 3rd. Oh, no, and that got Bob. All right, looks like Bob's okay. Kate English will step back in. 0-1 count. And now a beautiful stop at short that makes sure it doesn't get to the outfield, but a single after the error puts 2 on, nobody out for Kylie Savant, who's hit the ball really well today. A walk, an RBI double, and a pop out. Ooh, she got fooled hard. 0-1. Savant, the Houston Cougar, trying to build some cushion. Haven't really seen the Swashbucklers threaten in a few innings. Not legitimately. There was a 1-out bunt single in the 4th, and that was kind of it. 3-1. You do not want to walk Savant. On deck is Hoffman, who has not been retired today. The Snowbirds have done a great job staying in this game, giving themselves a shot. That can all change if they let Hoffman come up with the bases loaded and nobody out. Called strike 3. Duncan with the energy. And the pitch on the inner half for the first out. Pretty. But now you got to worry about Hoffman. Madison Hoffman. RBI double in the second, walk in the... Beg your pardon. She takes strike 1. RBI double in the first, walk in the second, a bunt single in the fourth. Oh! Right off the dome. Bases loaded. And can Lyndon Cole take advantage of this opportunity? She struck out in the fourth, her lone time facing Duncan. Hoffman says she's good after heading down to first. Two and 0. First ever game in the FGCL for the Snowbirds and the Swashbucklers, and they have made the most of it. Full count. Bases loaded, 1 out. Full count to Cole. Duncan needs her best. It wasn't there. This is now a 2-run ball game. An RBI walk for Cole. And a pitching change incoming. We'll step aside for just a moment. 8-6 Swashbucklers after the unearned run. The new pitcher is the old pitcher, Riley Scholl, the Louisiana Tech lefty, has re-entered. Duncan went 3 2/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks and 5 Ks, responsible for everybody on base. Rusty Riley. Ooh, okay. Where'd that changeup come from? That was a little nastiness from Scholl on Riley, who singled and scored in the second, walked and scored in the third, popped out in the fourth. Bases juiced. Back to the well, but it was low, 1-1. All the way back. Now bring in another run on the wild pitch. 9-6. As English scores. And the count is 2-1 on Riley. Two. Deep short. Pop-up collected. Shelby Taylor is 1 for 3. A single and a run, a strikeout, and a flyout. Good block. Anderson seemed to stay in front of it. Three and out. So a 3-0 count. And there's ball 4, and it got away. So a run will come in. No one's at second, or rather the throw was late. So now right back to the earlier scenario, second and third. 10-2. Another good block by Anderson. Cole at third. This is Olivia Tybel who's 1 for 2. That's a good one. 1-1. Tybal singled and scored in the second, walked in the third, struck out in the fifth. Ooh, 2-1. Slap to third. Ate her up a bit, but it's a good throw to end the inning. That's a nice recovery over at the hot corner by Janesco. And the inning ends, but it's a 4-run lead now for the Swashbucklers, and the Snowbirds will look to answer like they have pretty much all game. Over the last 2 hours and 11 minutes, we have sat and we have watched a fascinating game. 10-6 Swashbucklers over the Snowbirds. It was 6-0 Swashbucklers, and then it was suddenly 7-6. And then the Swashbucklers just put up a 3-spot. Now, history would say the Snowbirds are about to put something together. Allison Sparkman is hoping and going to do everything she can to make sure that's not the case. 9-1-2, Green, Mansfield, Janesco. Sparkman's been really good in relief. Green is 0 for 2. Strikeout looking and a ground out. Sparkman has gone now 3 full innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, none earned. There have been 2 walks and 1 strikeout. On the infield, that'll drop. Packett was playing pretty deep at short, and that's just a quirky little infield single. And that'll turn the lineup over to Bela Mansfield, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. We're here in the press pavilion. Gray Robertson, producer Reagan. Still got one more game to call today. Trying to get that bunt down the third base line. I love the idea, but just curled foul. Good hold. 1-2. Got her swinging. Sparkman comes inside and it pays off. 1 down. Now to Lily Janesco, who's 0 for 3. Fly out, strikeout, and a ground out. That hit by Green is just the 6th of the day. Runner goes, great throw, and the tag is just a hair late. That was a great throw by Riley, but too much speed by Green. Oh, 1 count on Janesco. Oh, 2. Waits on the change, loop to second, 2 down. I'm going to give Janesco credit for going down and getting it, but couldn't quite flatten it out. Made it an easy catch over his second base for Packett, and with 2 away. Throw down to second. Squeaks out to center field. No harm, no foul. Green stays. Ball 1 to Alice DeWaters, who's 0 for 3. Fly out, reach on an error, and a run, ground out. Trying to spark the Snowbirds here in the home half of the 6th. Her team down 4. To short. Good throw, inning over. And Sparkman knew it. She was heading straight for the dugout. Leadoff single does no damage. We go to the 7th. Swashbucklers will look for a little extra something when we come back. Top of the 7th, it's Wade, Packett, English. Actually, it looks like everyone's going to re-enter because Frederick's on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Jada Wade is back in for Bell Verady. Wade was having a good day. 2 RBI double and a walk. Run scored as well. But she is hunting that drop ball. And it's come up empty twice. 0-2. Frederick's on deck, so I'm going to assume she's about to re-enter in the leadoff spot. Got a piece. Oh, okay. Foul tipped into the glove. Strike 3. Nice work from Scholl. 1 down on 3 pitches. Well, Frederick was out, and now she's gone back into the dugout. Is Packett about to come and hit? It is Packett's turn. Yes, it will be Zaylee Packett. 0 for 2, RBI ground out in the 3rd, reached on an error in the 6th. Came in to score as well. Ball 1. Packett holds off. 2-0. Looks like, I guess Griggs is going to re-enter for English. Although we just got fooled once. Can't be fooled again. That's a strike. 2-1. When Scholl takes a couple MPHs off and really focuses on hitting her spots, that's where she's had the most success. Foul ball. 2-2. Got her. How about Riley Scholl? Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 7th. And Griggs will re-enter. Garrett was 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. Base is clear. 2 gone. Hair high. 1-0. Due up for the Snowbirds in the home half. It'll be 4-5-6. Wheatley, Anderson, and Booker against, we presume, Sparkman, who's going to try to wrap it up. Three and one. Base is cleared, 2 outs. Scholl Looking for a clean inning, but Garrett Griggs has other ideas. 2-out single. And the member of Bama U is aboard. And she's got great speed, so just prepare. She's probably going to take off. If I know Garrett, which I feel like I do. Called her games all year. Kylie Savant. Not going there. 1-0. Savant is 1 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. RBI double in the second. There goes Griggs. Really good throw, and she's out. Anderson was ready. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Snowbirds. They trail by 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the bottom of the 7th inning. 10-6 Swashbucklers, but the Snowbirds have had great fight. And they've got the heart of the order, Wheatley, Anderson, Booker. This part is 2 for 3 in their entry in the game, all off Allison Sparkman. Wheatley skies that out to left. It's curving foul, and that is indeed a foul ball. Wheatley grounded out in the 5th. Oh, 2. Sparkman has been really sublime today. I mean, she's given up 2 runs that were both unearned. She's sprinkled around 4 hits, couple walked, but she's gotten big strikeouts when need be. She won't get one there. A little high and in. 1-2. And she's shown pretty good fight. Like, this has been a weird game. A tough game for pitchers. Duncan threw well, too. But Sparkman has done what she's had to do just to get outs, just to progress this thing, get her team closer. That is a ball. And I agree. It finishes as a strike, but that's not where we're looking at, Producer Reagan. Get that a little lower. Wheatley stays alive. Waits on the change, but that'll fall foul. Can't believe none of y'all tweeted me. Come on now. Another 2-2. Wheatley. Oh, my goodness. How in the world did that evade the glove of Jada Wade? It's a single. I mean, that took a nasty hop. It didn't even really eat her up. It just avoided the glove. That is a bonkers single for Wheatley. Bringing up Gracie Anderson, who singled in the 5th. Ball 1. As discussed previously, Anderson was all conference, all Horizon League at Green Bay. Sparkman's being careful. 2-0. And if you're the Snowbirds, you have a goal here, and that's just get the tying run to the plate. If you do that, all bets are off. If this game goes to extras, though, I know some people, not in this booth, but around the facility, who might blow a gasket. Yeah, I think if there's a walk here, I think it'd be a good time for Riley to call a timeout. Go have a word with Sparkman just to settle things down. Reminder, she only needs 3 more outs. And you got a cushion. You can throw strikes and let the defense work. Ball 4. And there you go. I like it. Riley's going to go chat with Sparkman just to make sure all is well. With Kaya Booker, the Oklahoma State Cowgirl, about to step in. Booker singled in her lone at-bat in this game. It was in the 5th. Tying run is still on deck.
10-6.
But right now, Sparkman needs just almost a get-me-over strike. If Booker hits it, Booker hits it. But what Sparkman's done well today is just pound the zone and get ahead of these hitters. That will work. 1-1. Kaya Booker trying to help her team fight back. I will say, I think I said this earlier. I can't remember, honestly. The takes have been really good in this game. Like not a lot of these are bad pitches. There are some sprinkling around the zone, but just no fishing from either side. Booker lifts that to left field. There's the first out of the inning. And a big one for Sparkman. Which brings up Madison Hunter, who has thrived in the quality at-bat department, even though she hasn't had a hit. A walk and a run in the second, reached on an error that we had to score an error, but she put it in play and made it tough. And then she walked in the 5th. Changeup had her, but it was not a strike. 2-0. Madison Hunter, the 7-hitter. It's going to be up to the bottom of the order. And if Hunter reaches, keep in mind, Ciccarello had a bases loaded chance in the 5th inning and struck out looking. She would love redemption. Full count. I go right back to it. Same location, same pitch. Payoff from Sparkman. She did go back to it. Over to second. There's the tag. Dropped on the transfer, but the tag is still there. That's out number 2. So Anderson retired. Fielder's choice puts him on the corners for Ciccarello. Gracie Ciccarello is 1 for 3. Single in the second, pop out in the third, strikeout looking in the fifth. That looms large now, but if she can set the stage, get the tying run to the plate, that is crushed foul. Got a piece of Riley. 1-2. The sun looms high somehow at 5 o'clock. It might as well be 2. Sparkman trying to finish it off. Ciccarello won't go down. 1-2. Trying to fight, trying to get that tying run to the plate. Runner goes. The throw is all the way almost to center field. Run will score as Wheatley comes in. Steal for Hunter. 2-2 on Ciccarello, and it's 10-7. That was a little risky. I would have just eaten that throw. Either way, 2-2. Bowled in, got away from Riley. Hunter takes third. Wild pitch. It's been a taxing relief appearance for Sparkman. And now the tying run will come to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th. Reese Green, 1 for 3, the 9 hitter. Strikeout looking, ground out, and a single on her day today. The single was a blooper on the infield. She's looking for grass right now. Ooh, Vela Mansfield had to scoot. 1-1. That got away. Another wild pitch. Hunter scores. Ciccarello's on second. Oh, quick timeout. It's 10-8 Swashbucklers. Tying run still at the plate. And rescreen. Trying to do everything she can to, at worst, get a board. 3-1. That's, again, just another good take. I mean, that's not a bad pitch. It's a little high. It is a ball, but it's tasty. Full count. Payoff. Called strike 3. After all that, Sparkman comes up with the pitch necessary, and the Swashbucklers pull off the wildest opening day game we've had this year. 10-8 your final score. The Swashbucklers start the summer 1-0. The Snowbirds fall to 0-1. We got a scoot, but many thanks to everybody who tuned into all 3 games here on Field 2. We got more action starting tomorrow at 9:30 to wrap up opening weekend. And we hope to very much see you then. For producer Reagan, I'm Gray Robertson. Get some rest, everybody. This is just the start. Full summer of softball coming up here in Bradenton. We'll see you next time, everybody. Have a good afternoon and a good evening.